Hello there, everybody. This is General Snivy, and welcome to my new Let's Play, which is, of course, going to be Super Mario Brothers. It's not just this, however. I'm planning on playing through each and every single NES Super Mario Brothers game back to back to back. So, through the Nintendo Switch Online service, I have access to the NES library, and thanks to this, I have access to basically all of the Super Mario Brothers games up to this point. And within this coming week, Super Mario Brothers The Lost Levels, aka The Real Super Mario Brothers 2, will be released through the Nintendo Switch Online service. So, because of this, we will be playing through all four of the NES Super Mario Brothers games, minus the actual Mario Brothers, which is this one right here. There's really no reason to play that version. Anyway, we're just going to be playing the good old OG Mario Brothers. And the reason why I'm playing through the Switch is because from what I've seen from My Life in Gaming, the Switch version through the Nintendo Switch Online service, this is the best NES emulation out there. And the next one in line would be, of course, the NES Classic. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get things started with good old World 1-1. Everyone knows that this game is a classic amongst many, many players in the Super Mario Brothers community. And I will say this is kind of, it's not necessarily my first rodeo of this game. I have played through it in its entirety before in a couple of different ways. And the one time when I actually did play through the entirety of the game, I played through it via the NES Classic series on Game Boy Advance. Yeah, this game actually had a re-release on the Game Boy Advance under the NES Classic series line of video games. Other ones are including, but not limited to, Metroid. Oh, come on, hit the block. Thank you. Metroid, I think, Excitebike was another game that was a part of the classic series. I'm not too sure. There were some other ones I just can't think of them off the top of my head. So, my opinions on the Super Mario Brothers is I really do love the game itself. Funny enough, the first time I played this game was on a real NES console, and I mean the OG NES console, not like the top loader or any sort of emulation software or anything like that. It was the original, the one that started it all on NES. Unfortunately, I don't have an NES, or a real one for that matter, so I'm going with the next best thing, which is, of course, Nintendo's own official, own official emulation service of sorts. So, as you can tell, this is not going to be any percent run of the game. Instead, this is just purely playing through all the levels in the game. Every single one. There are 8 worlds in this game. Each world has 4 levels each. So 8 multiply that by 4 is 32. So there are 32 levels in all. Minus the minus world, of course. That is a secret I will be planning on showing off and probably at the end of this. Now, another thing you may or may not have noticed is that my layout has changed quite a bit. Not so much the background, but more or less placements of many different objects, such as the recent events, the newest follower text. It's no longer got that gradient text. Well, the reason why is because I'm trying out a new, not really new piece of software. It's more so, it's been around, and it is a direct competitor to OBS Studio. This is Xsplit. Xsplit is the second most popular streaming software next to OBS Studio itself. And Come on, really? Okay, thanks, game. Anyway, as I was saying, no. Xsplit is the second most popular piece of streaming software next to OBS Studio itself. The reason why it's the second most popular is because, unlike OBS Studio, XSplit is not free per se. Most of the features that allow you to really use the software properly is locked behind a paywall, and XSplit operates on a subscription-based system. So, what do I mean by this exactly? Well, you have to pay for a subscription to use XSplit Premium, which grants you access to all features of XSplit. I previously had some experiences with XSplit Premium, and though they weren't exactly the most positive experiences that I've had, that doesn't mean that it's completely worthless, because that is completely far from the truth. At least from what I can tell at this point. Plus, it's been updated quite a bit since then. And from what I've experienced so far, it seems pretty good, though I can't really say for sure. There are some things about XSplit that I don't like versus OBS Studio. For one thing, I can't really go and customize all of the different individual values of volume for all of my sources. Instead, it's all basically universal. Kind of. So, anyway, there are two separate dials of sorts that you can adjust via in XSplit. That is the microphone volume, and there's also the speaker volume, which applies to like your PC speakers and desktop volume. But really, that's about it. All other sources you basically have to adjust via their sources. And getting to those individual volume sliders of those sources is kind of cumbersome, to say the least. You essentially have to right-click on the source, and depending on what the source is, that's where you get access to the volume dial on that particular source. And some of them offer built-in speakers, while others aren't quite like that. Okay, that works. Just barely made it. So when it comes to Super Mario Bros. Itself, dang it, I'm dead. Dang it. Well, anyway, when it comes to the game itself, funny thing is, when it comes to this game, this can be beaten in as little as 4 minutes and 55 seconds. I'm dead serious. Look it up. On speedrun.com, the current world record for the game is 4 minutes and 55 seconds and several hundred milliseconds. The difference between first and second place are decided by milliseconds. That's how freaking little time there is in the actual splits between the world record itself and the second place holder. And funny enough, the current world record was only achieved just recently. There was another time that was placed for RTA, and that time, I don't remember what the actual time was. But regardless, that is what it is. It was really, really, really low. Seriously, it was so freaking low, it's not even funny. And it was almost comparable to a task that was done of this game. Dang it. The task, I think, was around 455. I'm not too sure. Then again, it could be lower now. But at this point, I think the current best time that you can possibly get in Super Mario Brothers is 4:55 in a couple of hundred milliseconds. Seriously, it is that freaking low as far as time is concerned. And for other categories, which is the warpless category, the warpless category involves you just completing all worlds in the game, all 8 worlds, without having to take any warps from any warp zones whatsoever. So that is pretty damn insane. What's even more insane is that in all worlds category or warpless category of Super Mario Brothers, it can be beaten in less than 20 minutes. There's no way I'm going to be able to complete this within less than 20 minutes. Let's be real here. Especially considering that I died so many times up to this point. There's a lot of memorization that needs to be involved when it comes to fully optimizing the playthrough of the game of any category that you choose to do. Whether it be warpless or the any percent. Any percent is even more complicated, and it has to be optimized to a frickin' T. Dang it. I was kind of hoping to have been able to show off another trick here. On 3-1, you can actually perform a certain trick that allows you to gain infinite lives. So how it goes is you jump on the Koopa Troopa on the step, and if you jump on them in just the right way, you'll be able to jump on top of them infinitely and keep gaining one-ups one after another. Which is pretty neat. I could definitely use some one-ups here, and I think I'm pretty much screwed. Ooh. Great. Okay, that works. Now, when it comes to the game and its legacy, I really do enjoy Super Mario Brothers as a whole. It is a really fun game, albeit it can be pretty damn difficult for people who play through the game and try to play through it normally. And it's even more difficult trying to speedrun the damn game. It's actually pretty interesting how this whole speedrunning scene got started when it comes to Super Mario Brothers. Especially for any percent. Holy crap, it's one hell of a tale. I think there's a documentary of the any percent category documented by either... Is it Easy Escape, or was it by Summoning Salt? Regardless, there's a documentary out there of the world record progression for any percent Super Mario Brothers. It's long, but it's one hell of a watch. You should definitely watch it. And it's quite interesting with the origins and discoveries of glitches and exploits. And basically everything that was going on with the entirety of trying to play through Super Mario Brothers and complete it as fast as humanly possible. Seriously, it's that frickin' interesting. Wow. We're already halfway through the game and it's only been like 22 minutes. Well, like I said, Super Mario Brothers is a very short game. It's to be expected. It's to be expected that Super Mario Brothers be completed in such a short period of time. So, how this works is, when playing through Super Mario Brothers in its entirety, what people do is play through the entire game as Small Mario, which is kind of dangerous, but hey, that's the fastest way of playing through the entire game. Because stopping to grab a power-up costs a lot of time, and no runners in their right mind would dare to go and grab a mushroom for safety reasons. It's pretty obvious as to why. But that doesn't mean that that also has to be in the same mindset as casual players. Now here is 4-2. This level is the most interesting out of all levels in the entire game. And the reason why is because this level right here has the biggest glitch discovery in the history of the entire game. So, around here is a vine of which you can hit via a hidden block. That'll take you to a special warp zone to grant you access to World 8, which is the final world of the game. And speaking of which, looks like I'm taking a warp zone after all. Or I could just simply sit and do nothing for like about 2 minutes, as I did not quite mean to access the warp zone. So climbing on top of the world, whether it be 4-2 or 1-2, as long as you take it to the entirety of, as long as you take the top path all the way to the very end, you'll get access to a warp zone. In 1-2, the warp zone there can take you to World 2, World 3, or World 4. When it comes to 4-2, if you take the top path like I did all the way to the end, you will be able to reach a warp zone that allows you access to World 5. However, there is another hidden warp zone that you can get to here within 4-2, which takes you to World 6, 7, and 8, respectively. Now, when it comes to this level right here, this is where things get the most interesting when it comes to speedrunning. Because in the speedrunning any percent category, instead of taking the vine and activating the hidden block to summon the vine, to climb it, and get to World 8 that way, instead what they do is manipulate Mario's position based on his x-axis, and they do this by glitching through the wall within like the first part of the level, and as they do that, they also try to activate the vine, then race to a pipe where it would grant them access to a bonus room, but instead activates a wrong warp. And by doing that very specifically, you'll get access to the area where the vine is going via that hidden warp room, allowing you to skip the unnecessary climbing animation and stuff of that nature. Okay, let's actually get going here for real. And dead. Damn it. Okay, if anything else, I think there's a simple continue code. From what I've read, or what I've heard from an AVGN review, hold left and push start. Or is it A, B, and start? Huh. Well then. I guess we're going back to the very beginning then. Damn it. Well, at least this will give me an opportunity to show off the warp zone now. Okay, so as I was saying before, there is a warp zone within 1-2 we can take to get back to World 4. So I think after that point going forward, I'm going to start creating save states just before the beginning of every level from that point. That way, if I do end up losing all my lives within a given world, I can just simply go back to the very beginning of that particular world. Okay, let's try this again. Thankfully, though, despite the fact that Super Mario Bros. Is a pretty difficult game, it is short, and it is pretty easy to get back to where you were if you end up getting a game over, God forbid. Dang it! There we go. Jesus. But yeah, what I was trying to say before with the AVGN thing is, from what I read in the comments section of the Milo Secret Castle review, apparently if you hold left and push start, you'll be able to warp back to the previous world that you died from in Super Mario Brothers. Though it appears that that doesn't work here. Then again, maybe I'm doing it wrong? I mean, as I was doing it, it just did not allow me to progress through the game, or more or less start it again. Which is kind of dumb if you ask me. Okay. So, anyway, one other thing worth talking about is, I know that I have been slacking off when it comes to streaming this week. I was supposed to start my new playthrough, but I didn't get around to doing it until now. Now, the reason why I didn't stream it all this past week, just a lot of things have been coming up in my personal life that has been pulling me away from streaming. And on Wednesday, when I actually did get a chance to stream properly and start speedrunning Banjo-Kazooie again on N64, what happened there was, whilst I was playing through the game and starting up a run, like the first run of the day for like the first 10 minutes, like 10 minutes into the stream, that's when my internet just said, you know what, nope, I'm not even bothering today. I don't feel like working for you today, so screw you. So, in other words, my internet shot to bed and was unable to recover. Again. Which is kind of ridiculous, how that is even a thing. So, what I decided to do was, I figured I'd try giving Xsplit another go, and see maybe, just maybe, this will be better. Alright, let's create a suspend point here. Okay, so as I was saying, the reason why I'm giving Xsplit another shot is I do hear that it is more stable and it's better overall, but I haven't really seen very many reviews of Xsplit versus OBS in 2019, so I can't say if it's truly better or not unless I experience it firsthand. Speaking of Xsplit, I've mentioned before that this program is on a subscription-based system. There are like 3 separate tiers that you can pay for, and there's also a 4th tier. The first tier is 3 months. 3 months of Xsplit Premium. It's about $25, not including taxes. Dang it. So as I was saying, Xsplit Premium. The first tier is 3 months for $25. Not too bad of a price if you truly think about it. The second tier is 12 months, so 1 year. That is, I believe that is $59.99, so $60 for almost, for basically 1 year. So that's pretty nice. Damn it! Okay, as I was saying, 1 year of Xsplit is $60. Honestly, that's a pretty damn good deal if you think about it. You'd be covered for the entire year of Xsplit Premium, and $60 is really not that much money if you think about it. It's better than paying that much every month. Also, screw you, Bowser. Okay. I will get better with timing when it comes to save states from now on. Damn it! After I finish this world, we will be recording save states from like 5-1 and 6-1 etc., for the remainder of the game. Okay, back to the Xsplit discussion. The third tier that you can purchase through Xsplit's subscription service is the 3-year service. That one is pretty expensive at about $150. However, that covers you for 3 years. So, it technically is 36 months, but still, let's say 3 years. Which is pretty damn impressive. And finally, there's one more tier that you can purchase through Xsplit Premium. That is known as the Lifetime License. The Lifetime License is the most expensive tier of all. And I'm not too sure, but I think they always have a sale going on when it comes to Xsplit Premium for the entire year. I mean, for a lifetime. And the lifetime subscription is the biggest kick to the teeth of all. $200. And that's when it's on sale. I'm not sure how much it is without the sale, but it's still a very, very big investment. $200 for a lifetime subscription. But one nice thing about this is, dang it, one nice thing about this is when you purchase a tier, regardless of what tier you purchase, if you choose to extend your license before your current subscription expires, the next tier up and basically higher tiers will become cheaper. At least a little bit cheaper. So, for example, since I purchased the 1-year tier of Xsplit Premium, I can now purchase the lifetime tier at about $140 versus $200. So, that is pretty nice that they do give you a little bit of a discount so long as you keep your Xsplit Premium subscription going. And depending on your tier and what you choose to purchase, the next tier will become cheaper. So, that's pretty nice. I'm not sure how much it would cost if you would, say, purchase like a 3-year tier and then decide to upgrade to the lifetime tier. If I have to guess, it's pretty expensive. Probably maybe $50, $60. Damn it, I'm an idiot. Okay. Let's try this once more. Wow. Go me, am I right? Man, I suck. Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me today? I swear to God, I am not this bad at Mario Brothers. I swear to God. And even if I would submit this to speedrun.com right now, I would be disqualified for using save states, because that is banned. Any sort of save states are banned. Damn it! Ah! Why do I do this? Jesus. Okay. Obviously, I can't survive in this world. Obviously. Okay, let's go again. Or just fail miserably. Jesus Christ! I can't get out of this world without dying now. Like, for whatever reason, it seems like my height is being robbed. Maybe I should just ignore the mushroom and just keep going. I guess that could be an option. And I keep bonking my damn head on these gigantic frickin' mushrooms. What the frickin' deuce? There we go. Jesus. Going into 4-4 with 2 lives again. Well, granted, I do have a save state prior. But, hey, I'm just saying. I mean, if you're trying to get through this without save states, more power to you. I mean, it's not a bad idea to try to do that. But even so, it's still kind of a nuisance, kind of a annoying challenge that you have to worry about. Oh, come on, really? I probably should have tried to slow down there. But I didn't want to slow down to get hit by Bowser's Fireball or by the Potoboo. Which, believe it or not, that's the name of the fireball that shoots out from underneath the frickin' lava pit. Seriously, this is annoying as crap. Oh, come on! I'm definitely glad that the... Damn it! As I was saying, I'm definitely glad that the Nintendo Switch Online service allows you to create save states via your NES games. Seriously. Definitely thinking of the casuals, and I'm definitely happy about that. Okay, come on. Why are you dropping my inputs? Granted, I am playing on a 4K television at 1080p. It's not like the game's really running at 1080p anyway. I think it's more like an upscaled 720p, but regardless, that's what's going on here. Okay, let's go at this again. One thing I will definitely mention about Xsplit, one thing I really like here is that I can have a little bit more customization about the placements of certain background elements, such as the donation goal bar I have here. Donation goal as well as the follower goal. I probably should have just ran under Bowser. Damn it. Anyway, as I was saying here, the goals I have up here, I can rotate them at will. I can rotate them to make them face horizontal like their original sources. Or I can place them vertically, which I've done here. Which is really nice. I like the fact that I can have that kind of customization. I made the same exact mistake again. Honestly, I think the reason why I'm doing that is because with Bowser, I'm thinking that as soon as he comes down, he'll automatically kill me. He'll just kill me as soon as he lands. Which, that can happen. Okay, this is fine. Just do this. Is it me, or is Mario kind of slippery? Kind of like Luigi here. Speaking of Luigi, he is technically player 2 whenever you're playing a 2-player game of Super Mario Bros. Though he doesn't have his trademark moves. That doesn't come into play until Super Mario Bros. 2, as well as Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. That's where he gets his trademark moves of being able to jump higher, and also... Oh, come on, that's bullshit. Why do I always lose my frickin' power up there? No clue. But hey, at least we're done here. Ow. That hurt. Finally. Overwrite and done. Okay. Now we're in World 5 as I nearly get chomped to frickin' bits. Really? Any other time that would have been considered gone, but nope, not here. Instead, it had a little more distance than I initially thought. Well, you know. And why is it I can't launch shells forward? It's always backwards with me. Okay, here we go. Here's something cool. Starman. And I wasted it. God damn it. Anyway, I was trying to get down here. Okay, what? There's supposed to be a 1 up there, but I guess it only appears under certain circumstances. I have no freaking clue. Also, how is this possible? God damn it. Screw it. Man, it just seems as though my inputs just keep getting dropped over and over again. Okay. Let's go. By the way, I don't even know what Jillster means. Also, that was bullshit. Okay. I don't even know how that continue code is supposed to work. Apparently, it does not work. It doesn't let you start the game. Then again, maybe it only works on the original Mario Brothers, as I keep dying to the same goddamn Goombas over and over again. That's better. Jesus. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering if I'm going to be speedrunning this game anytime soon, no. I really do not know enough about Super Mario Brothers in order to even consider speedrunning the game. There's a lot of intricacies that I need to learn, as well as fully optimizing my movement. There's a lot of things that I need to learn before I can fully utilize everything that the game has to offer. Plus, I need to learn more about the major glitches that you can perform in this game. And some of those glitches are incredibly beneficial, such as being able to phase yourself through a wall that is like 1 pixel thick. And also glitching yourself to a point where you can essentially jump onto the flagpole and skip the animation of climbing the flagpole. Also, Hammer Brothers. They suck. Hammer Brothers suck. Whether you're playing the original Mario Brothers or any modern Mario game. Damn it! Come on, man. And the hit detection on this game is kind of wonky. I don't know what it is. I think it's due to the fact that Mario is like a certain number of pixels. I don't even. Perhaps Mario's hitbox is only like about a couple pixels wide. And so you can just simply phase through some things in the game. and just jump over piranha plants when in actuality you shouldn't have been able to do so. But regardless, hit detection in the game is kind of busted, if you know what I mean. By the way, those blocks there that spew coins, if you jump at them over and over again, you'll get more and more coins. However, you can only get up to 10 coins maximum. Believe me, I've tried to get more. It's just not possible. It also holds true whenever you're playing like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga or any of the Mario and Luigi games, which feature, damn it, death. No, whenever it features coin blocks that allow you to hit them over and over again. Of course, we're talking about regular coin blocks here. Is there a way I could just jump over this bastard? Because I keep dying to him over and over again on the same exact frickin' spot on the same frame. Okay, he didn't even touch me. That's complete bullcrap. Clearly, I was on the step. I don't know what's going on here. And that's just me being stupid. Okay, let's go at this again. I'm not really sure how fast Mario can go in this game, but it is pretty damn fast if you think about it. Not as fast as, say, Sonic the Hedgehog or anything. Oh, no. Not like that. Okay, there is one pretty unique glitch that you can utilize. I think I was talking about it before a little bit, but not really. Anyway, the glitch I was talking about allows you to just... take that. Oh, hello. Underwater swimming. Sweet. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a glitch where if you step onto the flagpole at a certain pixel, you can just simply... You can just simply walk against a flagpole and just finish the stage immediately. Which is pretty awesome. Alright, that'll work. Dang it. Okay, finally made it to 5-3. Jesus. At this point, I'm really considering just making a save state after every world or every level I complete. I'm definitely going to be doing something like that with Super Mario Bros. 2 The Lost Levels. Because the NES version does not work like the All-Stars version does. Where, in the All-Stars version of the game, if you happen to get a game over on the level you're playing on, you get to just simply restart the level, like nothing ever happened. But in the NES version, you have to restart the entire world. Oh, come on! Okay. Okay, from this point going forward, every level I complete, I'm making a save state. Unless I have one life left. In which case, there's really no point in doing that. Reason I'm doing that is because I'm getting sick of having to replay the same crap over and over again. I mean, I am getting better at optimizing the levels and stuff, but even so, though, it's still annoying. Still very, very annoying. Also, I don't even know what Jillster means. That is a meme from Glad Jonas that I will never understand. Okay. Let's try this crap again. Neat. Okay, so, if I have to guess, the Hammer Brother has RNG. Whether or not he pulls out the hammer on the first frame that he appears is randomized. Sometimes he'll pull it out, sometimes he won't. Who knows? And of course, I have to die at the worst location possible. Because the checkpoint is here. Okay, Welcome to Hammer Brother Hell, folks. The true final bosses of the entire game, really. Oh, come on! Why is it that I always die, like, after I go just a couple of feet? I don't get it. Okay. Damn it! Man, I suck. Jesus Christ, I just can't stop freaking kicking Koopas in the teeth or giving Goombas a freaking hug. I just can't stop doing that. It's like Mario wants to become a pacifist all of a sudden. And just try talking his problems out. That's not how it works in Super Mario Brothers. Also, that was complete utter bullshit. I'm not too sure, but I feel as though you can get... Again, with the bullshit. I'm not too sure, but I feel as though you can get lives after you score enough points. Not too sure how many points you have to get an extra life, though. Your guess is as good as mine. I know it works like that in Sonic the Hedgehog. You get, like, a certain number of points, you get an extra life. At least it does in Sonic 3. Not so sure about here, though. I know that you can get some extra lives by finding them in hidden blocks, and also by getting 100 coins. And there's also the infinite lives trick on World 3-1. Okay, God. There, Jesus! That took forever. Okay. I lost the run to RNG, dude! What? Sorry, I had to do it. I just had to do it. That'll work. Whether you get past him or if you manage to kill him, it doesn't really matter. So long as you get past the Hammer Brother, you're good. By the way, the swimming levels are quite fun. And the swimming controls are really not that bad here. It's not like 3D Mario games. Speaking of 3D Mario games... Oh, crap. Damn it. Okay, speaking of games... I know before I mentioned I wanted to do a playthrough of God of War... And obviously that did not necessarily come into fruition. And the reason for that is because I also had several ideas up my frickin' sleeve of what I wanted to do a playthrough of, and I just simply could not decide on what I wanted to do. So, damn it. So because of the fact that I had so many ideas of different games that I wanted to play through in my head. Also, god damn it, game. Again with the frickin' RNG Hammer Bro. Since I had so many ideas of possible playthroughs I wanted to do, I decided to say screw it and just throw them all into a random name picker and just place little markers and just see what names come up the most. God damn it. Anyway, as I was saying, I threw all the ideas I had for possible future playthroughs into a random name picker. And based on all the names that were chosen a certain number of times, aka votes, that's what I decided to say, you know what, let's do something like this instead. Not die to a frickin' cheap, because that's just plain cheap. I'm going to hell. Oh, come on. That was bullcrap. Anyway, as I was saying before, well, that didn't quite work. Anyway, what I decided to do, I looked at all the names that came up the most and just threw them all into a list. And the list I have, it is deciding the next number of playthroughs that I'm going to be doing. And the number of games that are going to be... Damn it! Anyway, as I was trying to say, without getting frickin' shot... Come on. Frickin' hammer bro. Maybe there's a mushroom over here somewhere. There we go. Here's something. At least I can use this to get past him. Or I could just do that. Of course. That'll work. Anyway, after throwing all those names into the random name picker and counting all the votes that each name received, it has helped me decide on the next 12 playthroughs that I plan on doing this year. So that is frickin' sweet. The next 12 playthroughs have been decided as I fall and die again. Anyway, the first game in the one that won all the name-picking polls that I set up was the Super Mario Bros. NES Trilogy. Or more or less all the NES Super Mario Bros. Games. And the reason why I threw that into the list is because I did want to play through all the Super Mario Bros. Games at some point. And I figured, since I have Nintendo Switch Online, why not go ahead and use the online service to its fullest if I possibly can. Use the NES library. God damn it. Come on, get under there. There we go. That's how we roll. Wait, that's the exit. By the way, I think there is a way you can do the one-up trick in this level too. It's just timing the paratroopa's descent is really tricky. But other than that, though, it's really not that bad. Also, I forgot to create a suspend point here. Alright, at least it's done now. By the way, the Fire Flower in Super Mario Bros. Is the highest power-up that you can receive. With it, you'll be able to just simply shoot fireballs by pushing the run button. The run button is the B button. Hold it down and you'll be able to run at the speed of sound. And also die like a frickin' fool. Repeatedly. Okay, where was that wonky hit detection not in my favor before? No idea. Okay, what? Alright, let's try this again. God damn it. Why do I always die on the same exact spot? Just can't seem to land on the damn platform no matter what I do. There, Jesus. And then I die immediately after. Just goes to show how good I am at this game. Which is not. I'm not very good. I'm so bad I have to rely on save states just to restart a damn level. It was also like this when I played through Super Mario Bros. On Game Boy Advance, so... It's one of those things where you really shouldn't feel bad to use save states. It just gives you an opportunity to practice the stage over and over again. Get additional time in and figure things out. Rather than play through the entire game all over again just to get back to the previous point. By the way, some of the levels that we've been playing through up to this point now are starting to be repeated from previous worlds. Except now we have bullet bills and also buzzy beetles, I think. So that's pretty interesting. Alright, here we go. God damn it. And of course I got whacked. I also forgot to create a frickin' save state here. Oh well. I'll just go back to 5-3 and start that up again. Which I will be doing so right now because I suck that frickin' hard. Okay. Definitely won't be making the same mistake twice. At least I hope. By the way, bullet bills cannot be killed with fireballs. Not in this game. I think they can be killed in like the new Super Mario Bros. Games. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure they can be killed via fireballs in other games. Just not in the original Mario Bros. Overwrite. Alright, let's do this. Again. Okay, so, we actually had a level like this before where you have to go through a sort of maze. And in order to get through the maze, you have to choose the right path. Damn it! Anyway, the maze is not that difficult to figure out. What is difficult to figure out is trying to slow down Mario's momentum once he really gets going. Especially when trying to stop him from sliding across the frickin' floor. Sometimes it's a better idea to just simply wait it out than it is to do something stupid like that. And that. All because I panicked. I panicked after sliding to the left. Alright, so I was wrong. This level is not a maze. At all. Instead, it's just pure torture. No, it's not like that. The maze level we actually played through not that long ago. I think it was in, like, the World 4 castle? Not too sure, but regardless, it was not that long ago. I knew that fireball was going to come out at some point. Okay, really, game? Really? You had to freaking do that. Wait, what am I doing? Let's take the lower path. Duh. And of course I did that because I screwed up the damn cycles. That'll work. Phew! Christ! That was way too frickin' close. That's World 5. Cool. Alright, on to World 6. This is where things really start to get difficult now. Well, granted, they started getting really difficult in, like, World 4-1. But I digress. Funny enough, in World 4-1, that was where Lakitu got introduced. And it's annoying as crap, just like every other enemy in the game. Because it throws down those spiny enemies, and they also can't really be killed very easily unless you get to like the highest point in the level and you're able to jump on top of them or hit them with a fireball, which is a lot easier said than done. And even after you kill them, they'll respawn after traversing a certain amount of distance or a certain amount of time has passed. Fun fact, did you know that the cloud sprites are the same sprites as the bushes? They truly are the same, just a different color palette. They did this to save on memory on the NES, which is pretty interesting. Pretty nice technique, way to reuse assets and resources to their maximum effect. So, that's pretty nice. Okay. I really don't feel comfortable creating a save state here with only one life left. So I'm just going to gun it and see where I can go with this. Oh, sweet. Bonus room. Okay. I believe in World 6 onward, these worlds are best traversed through slowly. Oh, hello, Hidden Vine. Although I don't think I'm going to be able to reach it. Of course not. That'll work. Funny enough, the vines that you find on the levels themselves act kind of like bonus stages, where you can use them to gain some additional coins and thus some extra lives, if you manage to ride the cloud all the way through without falling off like a damn idiot. And even after you fall down, you'll just fall back down to where you previously were. Also, screw you. God damn it. Really? Nothing there? By the way, it's possible that you can wall jump in this game. It's just pixel perfect. It's a pixel perfect, frame perfect technique too. So, that is something you do need to keep in mind as you're going through this. Especially if you're in the speedrunning scene, for sure. If you're speedrunning this game, then learning the wall jump and where you can do it is absolutely vital. Damn it! And I thought I could go down that pipe and... Really? Of all places to have a freaking invisible coin block. Why there? God, that's something I would see in, like, say, Super Mario Maker or freaking Kaizo. You know, those invisible blocks and shit? Yeah, that's annoying. That is so freaking annoying. Oh my god, I thought the dropped input was going to kill me again. That's typically what happens whenever I play a game like this. Okay. I'll gladly take another frickin' shot at the bonus stage. Funny enough, these things I usually find on accident. By the way, I know it's a bit of an oddity to see that the music just randomly cuts out whenever you're doing something major, such as killing an enemy, or if you're, God damn it! Of course I did that. Of course I did that. I always seem to do the worst possible thing. All the frickin' time. And also throwing power-ups away. I mean, this does give me an opportunity to learn how to play through the entirety of the game without power-ups, but still. I hate that so freaking much, especially when your inputs are being dropped, even though you're mashing the shit out of a certain button, and it just does not want to work, ever. I don't know what's up with that. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Funny, that Lakitu was kind of flickering for a moment there. Oh, come on! Excuse me? I don't even know how he didn't kill me there. Phew! Sweet merciful Jesus. Although I think I'm down to 1 life again. I just can't seem to get through this level in particular without dying at least once, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay then, never mind. Alright, we good. Right. I think I ended up getting killed down here before, so, that's why I didn't think about taking this again. Then again, maybe I just forgot about it. Regardless, it was nice to take the pipe and skip a good chunk of the level. Damn it! Ah! Why do I do that all the frickin' time? I mean, I'm trying to slow the frick down, but no, he just does not slow down enough. Okay. Shouldn't be too much further now. I am so freaking stupid, I swear to God. Okay. We'll get through this sometime today. I know I will. Also, you may be wondering, why didn't I title this stream like Session 1? Well, the reason is simple. The game is short as crap. We're already, like, towards the end of the game. World 6 out of 8. Seriously, we're that freaking close to the end. Although it doesn't help that I keep dying over and over again to the stupidest of things. Such as Koopa Troopas, Goombas getting chomped by frickin' piranha plants. And getting frickin' bombarded by frickin' Paracoopas. That doesn't help things along either. Just saying. Also, it doesn't help that the continue code simply does not work. So I have to rely on save states in order to get my progress saved. Oh my god. That'll work. Sometimes it's a better idea to just simply go up levels like this really, really slow. Just walk rather than run. Oh my god. That was too close. Phew! Okay, finally made it to the frickin' castle of this world. Jesus. Oh, man. Anyway, this castle looks kind of familiar. This is actually the World 1 castle, except the fireballs that were except the fire bars that were previously inactive are now active. And Bowser's now throwing hammers. That'll work. Whew. Sometimes it's better to just wait things out and then run underneath a Bowser and go. Because for whatever reason, Bowser feels the need to jump as if he's on the moon. Funny enough, Bowser, Mario, and even Peach, they went to the moon at some point. AKA Mario Odyssey. Just saying. Oh my god. Again, why? Why do I always get killed at the very beginning of each level I visit? Due to the stupidest frickin' things. Such as Bullet Bills, Koopa Troopas, or even Goombas. Okay. Sometimes it's a better idea to just simply walk underneath of enemies rather than try to kill them. Also, god damn it, I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit jump and I hit run instead. I'm stupid. Anyway, as I was trying to say, World 7 is where things really start to ramp up as far as difficulty is concerned. Because in World 7, this is where everything, included Bullet Bill hell, gets unleashed upon you. And World 8 is where the Hammer Brothers start to come in and appear everywhere. Which is to be expected because that is the final world, but still. Just saying. Okay. Thankfully, it seems as though certain Hammer Brother groups you can just simply ignore and run, if you can. Of course, some of them may go rogue and still manage to snipe you with one of their hammers. Like that. The only way you can really walk past a Hammer Brother is if that Hammer Brother or the Hammer Brothers are not on ground level, like here. You kind of have to pray. That'll work. Phew. God damn. That's truly something else right about now. Alright, 7-2. Let's do this thing. Another underwater stage. That's neat. Oh dear. Okay, I think this is a repeat of, I think 2-1? Just add more bloopers. I think that's what this is. Just a pure repeat of 2-1. So, at least this is pretty easy considering what we've been through up to this point. Again, another pretty easy swim, thank God. Okay. Yeah. So far, so good. Alright, thank you very much. And this is just another repeat of, I believe, World 2-2. Just more cheat sheets and Koopa Troopas. And more bullshit, too. Oh, come on! How did I die to the same damn Koopa? Funny enough, I do like the fact that the behavior of the Koopa Troopas are easy to distinguish between each other. So, Green Koopas are more, kamikazes. They'll walk in one direction and they'll just continue walking until they hit a wall. While the Red Koopa Troopas, they do the same sort of thing as the regular Koopas. However, if they run into or run towards a pit or something, then what they will do instead, also, that was bullshit. I was on top of that son of a bitch. Anyway, as I was saying, if they run towards a pit, they'll just stop dead in their tracks and start heading in the other direction. Green Koopas don't do that. They walk into the pits. Even though they don't look that much different. It's just the shells that help distinguish them. Oh my god, that was too close. I kind of want to keep this. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Woohoo! Man. Getting close to the end game. And also, did I mention before that the warpless category of Super Mario Bros. Can be beaten in less than 20 minutes? Seriously. It's that freaking short. Okay, now we have another Mais Castle. So within this place, you need to go through this place and take a very specific path. And if you take the path incorrectly, then the level repeats. Okay. Yeah, that was the wrong path, clearly. And I think if you were playing Super Mario Bros. All-Stars and you're playing the All-Stars version of the game, you'll also get an additional sound cue of whether or not you went through the correct path or not. And that can help you when it comes to trying to figure out how to get through the frickin' castle. Like here, I can't figure out where the hell it is I'm supposed to go. God damn it. Oh, god damn it. Damn it! I I just can't figure out the second part of this. What the hell? Seems like no matter what path I take, I just can't get through it. Okay. I think for this one, you just take bottom, middle, top. Alright, let's try the bottom first. And of course, that was wrong. Okay, I've tried basically every combination. Nothing works. Am I seriously going to have to look up what it is I have to am I seriously going to have to look up the frickin' answer to this? Because it looks like I'm going to have to do that, which is frickin' dumb. Okay, it's not like top, top, and top. It's not middle. It's not bottom, middle, middle. Or is it? I probably should have just watched a speedrun of this game, to be honest. And watch, like, the warpless percent. Okay, there we go. And of course, I died. Right at the end. Okay, so I think it was like top and middle all the way through. That was bottom and middle. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Jesus. Alright, we're finally here. Welcome to the final world of the game. World 8. World 8 is the very last world of the entire game. And here is where all hell breaks loose. In this world, there's basically no power-up opportunities whatsoever. And one hit, and you're going back. All the way back to the very beginning. And in this world, there are no checkpoints. None. At all. And you are going to be crunched for time throughout the entirety of the world. Plus, I don't think there's any sort of shortcuts you can take either. Okay then, I was wrong. There are some shortcuts here. Okay. Hello, Jamar! Thanks so much for the host, man. Highly appreciate it. Glad you were able to make it to the stream, and I'm glad that you were able to host it. Hello, and welcome to me getting slaughtered over and over again like a frickin' idiot. Oh, come on. Again with the dropped inputs? Are you serious? Then again, maybe I just suck. That's gotta be it. Again, just love kicking frickin' Koopas in the frickin' teeth. And of course, that's wrong. Funny enough, Mario's default running speed, he can run as wide as 1 pixel squares. So any square gaps that you see, Mario could just run right over them, no problem. Of course, it's like 1 square wide, though. Any wider, and he's falling down. And you also have to be at a full sprint in order for that to work. Yeah, it is. It is a casual stream. Oh dear. Sorry I'm so quiet. I'm just trying to concentrate on some of these jumps here. They can be really damn tricky to go through. And like I've mentioned before, you're crunched for time here. The time it takes to complete these levels can be pretty dang massive. And it can be highly stressful if you can't figure out, or if you can't get through the stage fast enough. Oh, come on! Why am I dying to that shit? Oh, the change in setup. Well, the reason for the change is because I'm using a different program to stream today. I'm using Xsplit. Oh, come on! So, after purchasing a subscription to Xsplit Premium, also that was bullshit. After I did that, I had to recreate all my setups from scratch. Minus the normal setup, which I did have it previously set from when I used it previously. But all the other scenes I had to recreate from scratch, though, which does kind of suck. And it took a long time before I was able to recreate everything. And even when I was working on that previously, when setting certain parts of the scene up, it was just it was like the sources refused to shrink to the size I wanted. So as a result, I had to do a little bit of working around with the sources and get a little creative with them. So hence the reason why the donation goal and follower goal bars are vertical rather than horizontal. I don't know if you can do that via OBS or not. I think you can, it's just a little bit trickier. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm using a different program here. The reason why is lately I've been having nothing but problems with OBS Studio, and I'm not really too sure why. I mean, the last time I tried to stream with it, damn it! I ran into a problem where my internet just literally shat the bed and refused to recover. Like, the internet bandwidth was just, like, slowed down to an absolute crawl, and there was nothing I could do about it. It just refused to go. That'll work. Okay, there's probably nothing there anyway. Why did I frickin' double tap? Why did I double tap? Because the panic is real. You know what's funny? I think you can do the infinite one-up trick here too. Although I think it's more difficult to pull off. But if you can manage to pull it off, then you'll be set for the remainder of the game. Although setting up the infinite one-up trick is kind of a... Damn it! It's kind of a pain in the ass. due to Lakitu constantly being overhead. And I think you can only get so far here. Excuse me? Game, that was bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I guess because I was on the step and Koopa Troopa was on the other step, like one step below me, but still, that should have counted as me jumping on top of it. Instead, it was like I gave it a hug instead. At least you can get a 1-up each time you come to this point, so that's pretty nice. I almost ran right into that frickin' bullet bill. Damn it. Come on! Jesus, I suck at this game. That'll work. I swear, it seems as though the Koopa Troopas can be kind of unpredictable. What also can be unpredictable are the bullet bills. Whether or not they fire at point-blank range or not is, almost reliant on frickin' RNG. Absolutely ridiculous. Thankfully, though, if you manage to make it to this point each time, you can essentially get a free 1-up. And eventually, you can get enough coins to get another 1-up from those 4 coin blocks. And yeah, I was basically screwed no matter what. Either I was going to die to the frickin' Koopa Troopa, or that was going to happen. You have no idea. Okay, there he is. You definitely don't want to go too fast whenever you summon the frickin' 1-up mushroom. That's for sure, because, if you end up outrunning the 1-up mushroom too far off screen, then unfortunately the mushroom just disappears outright. Come on, man! Why is it that every time I get a 1-up, I always lose it immediately due to, bullshit? Okay, that was weird. I guess you can't really kill Buzzy Beetles via hitting them from below. I mean, if you could, that would be awesome, but no. I guess the only way you can kill them is fireballs, I guess? I don't know. Crap. I ran too fast again. Also, apparently, some enemies can go right through one another. But that's not always the case. Oh, come on! I guess I have to be at a full-out on sprint in order to make it over there. Oh, yeah. Believe me, it's going to be added. I think it's going to be added next week. I believe on Wednesday that's when it's going to be added. I'm not too sure. But I know it's going to be added very, very shortly. Like within the coming days. God damn it. I knew that was going to happen too. I freaking knew it. Didn't make it to the pipe, so I kind of had to pray that I can run across the gap and then jump at the last possible frame. But of course my input got dropped again. And of course I do that stupid shit. All the time. I want to see if I can do the one-up trick here. It might be possible. Every time. Always some bullshit. Well, so much for that plan. Probably would have been squashed anyway. I ran too fast. God damn it. It's like you want to go fast here, but you can't. And of course I waste the freaking mushroom right away because momentum. Momentum's broken here. Okay. Work. Oh my God. Jesus. Finally made it through here. That took forever. Alright, time for 8-3, the final main level before the final castle. And of course it's going to be bombarded with the Hammer Brothers out the ass, along with Bullet Bills too. You kind of have to pray that you can just jump over all the Hammer Brothers as you're going through. Oh my God. Wow, that was surprisingly smooth. Oh man, I guess I got the best possible RNG when it came to those bastards. Okay, final level. Here we go. So, the final castle. The final castle is another maze. Unlike the previous maze, which we've done previously, this one works differently. Oh, come on! I landed on the frickin' second Goomba! That was bullshit! Anyway, as I was saying... Thank you, Jesus. As I was saying... Maze is different this time. Instead of having to follow a set path, instead we need to go down a series of pipes. And if we go down the wrong pipe, then the level repeats. Oh, come on! Really? Why didn't it allow me to frickin' jump? Or why didn't I jump on the second guy? I don't get it. And of course it does that stupid shit again. Aren't Goombas supposed to be evenly spaced out? When they come in groups of 3? God damn it. Okay, let's go at this again. Thank you. Let's not be dumb. Okay, so how this whole maze place works is... Damn it! Every goddamn freaking time! Every time! Okay. Maze, how it works. go down a pipe. And if you go down the wrong pipe, then the level repeats. Thankfully, the level maze here is very easy. It's easy to figure out. Whenever you go over a lava pit, the first pipe is the one you need to go down. The exception is the first one. The first one you see. After you traverse over the second lava pit here, then go down this pipe, and from this point onward, just navigate your way through the level until you reach a lava pit. Once you reach the lava pit, that's when everything falls apart. Now, when you reach a lava pit from the second pipe onward, that's when you enter the very first pipe that you see after. Excuse me. From what I've seen top runners do is there's a certain pixel on the pipe up there that you can quote-unquote wall kick off of. And that can save you some precious time. There's also a wrong warp that you can initialize within that third room that was in. Believe it or not. And it's pretty tricky to set up, but once you are able to execute it, you can just warp right here. Alright, final push. And of course, he bitch slaps me again. God damn the frickin' Hammer Brother. Swear to God. They are the true final boss of any Mario Brothers speedrun. Ever. Okay. What I really hate about the paratroopers is whenever you knock them down, they always seem to go in the opposite direction of where I knock them down from. Okay. Okay, what I was trying to do there was I was going to see if it was possible if I could trigger a wrong warp and just warp straight to the third swimming section. But apparently that was not happening. Piranha Plant's like, nah, you cheated enough as is. So, yeah, screw you. Seriously, those Piranha Plants are the absolute frickin' worst. Alongside the frickin' Hammer Brothers. Every goddamn time. I swear to God. Just trying to slow down to a point where I can comfortably jump on the frickin' paratrooper without falling into the frickin' lava pit behind me. And instead, upon jumping on his ass, that's when he is like, screw you, I'm just going to pop in the opposite direction after you hit me. And he ends up killing me as a result, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. And I'm back in the previous room. Fantastic. Oh, come on! Really? Really, game? You had to do that stupid shit, huh? Funny enough, I noticed that the Piranha Plant disappears after crossing the first lava pit. Not sure why that is. Okay. Alright, let's try this stupid crap again now. Now, hopefully we'll be able to just walk right past the frickin' Hammer Brother. Funny enough, if you just walk down here, the bloopers will never hit you. Probably just due to the way that their AI is programmed. Damn it! I knew that was going to happen too! I just did not have enough momentum from the previous jump. And I was just in a really, really bad spot. There was no way I was going to get out of that alive. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I find it kind of funny how there's like an underwater gauntlet that you have to go through at the very end of the castle. Also, that was bullshit. God damn it. If the Hammer Bro doesn't get you, the Fireball gets you. God damn this game, I swear. And of course I get chomped. Again. What else is new? God damn it, Cortana. Sorry about that. Apparently, Cortana felt like it wanted to listen to me for a second. While I'm in the middle of a goddamn live stream. Oh, great. Now it's saying, high performance, high CPU usage detected. All because Cortana. All because of Cortana. She caused it all. I really need to revoke her permissions to use my damn mic. Yep. At least a little bit. Not to that kind of extreme. No, not at all. But it's right up there. Oh, come on! Really? Why? Why, game? Why? Just getting to Bowser is probably the hardest part of the entire level. And also getting past the frickin' final Hammer Brother. He's also very difficult. Killing him is basically not an option. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Probably because I wanted to get over there as soon as possible, but nope, I am a doofus. Okay. Again? Really? Really, game? You're doing that stupid shit? That room also sucks because of the frickin' cheeps, but as long as you keep moving, it's not that bad. Also, why didn't I make the jump there? That was complete utter bullshit. Clearly, I jumped at the right spot, yet it didn't carry my momentum. Like, somehow I lost it. Okay. Okay. Phew. Honestly, I'm not too sure what I really want to do here. I'm debating of whether or not to create another save state just before the frickin' final part. But I don't think I'm going to be doing that. That would be too cheap. I knew it. I knew I wasn't going to make it. I frickin' knew it. It was either that or get smacked by a frickin' hammer again. I gotta kill that hammer brother. Otherwise, it's just gonna ruin everything. Why did it drop my input? I guess this is why speedrunners play on CRTs. Because 4K televisions just have too much input lag. Input lag. I said leg. I did not mean to say leg. You know what I mean. Of course, I got frickin' kissed. Kissed by two frickin' Koopas. It just goes to show how good I am at this game. Always get smacked. Can't do a wall kick. It's just not possible for me. Then again, I probably need to practice that technique. Which, for whatever reason, I can't perform here. Oh, come on. Christ! How hard is it to go down the goddamn pipe? And that's what I get for waiting. That's what I get for waiting. I get smacked by a frickin' fish. If it ain't fish, it's a frickin' Goomba. And then bullshit again. It's like my momentum just suddenly died. Again. All the time. Every time. And if it's not bullshit, it's dropped inputs. I know I hit the damn button. I know. I did it. Okay. This is getting absolutely freaking ridiculous. And I'm panicking now because I don't even... I'm dead. Okay, that works. Okay. Probably should have approached that from the bottom rather than the top, but whatever. Okay. Come on, fire. It's fine. I knew it! I freaking knew it! Every damn time! It was like he was just jumping way too irregularly. Also, that was bullshit. Why is it that sometimes I can cross the gap without an issue and other times I just fucking fall? I don't get it. I don't get this game. I don't even know how people are able to speedrun this game so efficiently. I guess this is why I'm only doing Super Mario Brothers today. Because I knew I was going to get hung up for like 10,000 years. on like 1 or 2 separate stages on separate occasions. Due to bullshit and other contributing factors that piss me off to no end. Okay. Final push. That works. I probably should have just ran for it. I should have just ran for it. I wish I had a freaking mushroom for this stage. But no. If you don't come in here with a mushroom beforehand, then yeah, you're screwed. You're just flat out goddamn screwed. And you just have to get through it without taking one single goddamn hit. Which is a lot easier said than done, considering there's so much bullshit here. I was going through the Koopa Troopa for a second there. I don't know what the hell was up with that. Why is it that the paratroopas are the most unpredictable enemies in the entire game next to the Hammer Brothers? I wish I could just spawn them and then watch as they fall into the lava like freaking idiots before I can proceed. I don't think it works that way. Okay, I guess it does work that way. Kind of. Just have to run underneath of them and then just, continue. And then get kissed by a fish. What else is new? Like, as soon as I make a little bit of progress, I immediately get smacked by some other bullshit. Seriously, screw this game. Went through that too fast. Just like always. Why did it drop my goddamn input? I was pushing the shit out of the A button. And it refused to frickin' jump. Jesus. There we go. Finally making some progress here. Okay. Just take it slow. Slow and steady wins the race. Of course, if you're on a freaking world record pace, oh dear, that's completely different. Okay, I'm probably just going to have to say screw it and just create a save state as soon as I enter or exit that pipe. Because I hate having to do this over and over again. This is getting goddamn ridiculous. And again, with the dropped input. Why is it that my input gets dropped as soon as I land on the goddamn elevator that crosses the freaking lava moat? I don't get it. Again with the dropped input. That was bullshit. Just seems like a lot of things I've been dropping my input lately. Like way too many things to count. Wow, okay. That was pretty interesting. I wish I could trigger the wrong warp for this. And triggering it is kind of difficult to do. Although from what I've seen of speedrunners, they're able to do it super easily. Granted, I think it's just simply due to the fact that they practice it so damn much. This is seriously getting on my goddamn nerves. I know. I mean, even if a power-up would be hidden, that would be nice to have. Like, one mushroom. That's all I want. Why is that so freaking difficult to ask for in a castle like this? Well, it is the final castle. So, of course, it's going to be the most difficult. Okay. Ah! Damn it! I was just gonna go for it, just gun it! Like gung-ho, YOLO. But of course, the damn hammer just had to hit me in the frickin' jewels. It just had to hit me at the worst possible moment. Funny enough, the world record speedrunner who speedran this game for the any percent category, he's able to go through the final hammer due to the way the hitbox works on small Mario here. Still, it is pretty interesting to know. Oh, come on! Why'd you turn around, you piece of shit? Ugh. I guess that Koopa's goddamn Yogi Bear. Smarter than the average Koopa Troopa. And also, that was bullshit. Why is it that sometimes I can cross the gap and sometimes I can't? Perhaps I'm not jumping at the right pixel? Who knows? And why is it that I can't gain any additional jump height? Like, as I'm holding down the jump button when jumping on top of enemies. That was... I don't think that was even a thing until Super Mario Bros. 3. Which is kind of dumb if you ask me. Ugh, Jesus. Oh, come on! I thought I just made the damn cycle. I guess not. Why do I have to die at the easiest section and also get bullshitted on again by not making the gap? I thought I fell again. No. Input lag on the stream itself, I'm not too sure what you're talking about. I mean, I know it's not causing input lag on the television. No. That can't be it. Input lag is inherently embedded on many HD televisions, especially 4K televisions, where the input lag is increased even more. But as long as you're playing on game mode, then the input lag should be minimal. And even with minimum input lag, sometimes it can be kind of annoying to deal with. I knew it. 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 Okay, let's go again. Just wish these damn piranha plants would go down a little bit sooner than they actually do. Instead, they just stick around for like what seems like a damn eternity. I think they stick up for about 5 seconds and it takes about 2 or 3 seconds before they go back down again. Which can lead to either you getting world record or by losing out by a single millisecond. I thought that bastard was going to jump. I swear to God. I swear to God he would jump there in any other time. Just not there. Why is it that he refused to jump? I have no goddamn clue. Also, bullshit. And again, with the bullshit. Why is it that sometimes I can make the gap, no problem, and then other times I just fall to my goddamn doom? I mean, I jump at the same exact pixel, for Christ's sake, and it seems like either the momentum kills itself or it's maintained. It's like a crapshoot. Fine. You jump away, I don't care. Okay. Alright, final push. Are you fucking kidding me? I swear to God, that freaking fireball has no pattern. What was it, designed by fucking LJN? I swear to God, man. One bullshit thing after another. That seems to be this game's motto. Bullshit. And that's just me being stupid. Okay. Down we go. Again. Neat. One clear shot. Yep. I hear ya. Do I really have to consider creating a save state every time I go down a pipe now? Am I really that bad at the game? Again, it just seems like the paratroopers always turn around at the worst possible moment. Okay. Sure, game. Well, so much for that gung-ho plan. Bowser RNG just ultimately screwed me over. As does bullshit. Again, same spot. Yeah, not exactly a surprise. I always drop at least one per stream. Also, almost ran too far. And there I go, panicking again. It seems as though I always panic so easily, especially when I'm in the middle of a frickin' platforming challenge of some kind. That'll work. Again, what the hell? What the hell, game? What the actual hell? It was like there was no momentum at all from my jump. Granted, I know I was in walking speeds, but still, that should have been enough to jump on the frickin' Hammer Brother. Then again, he probably still would have killed me anyway, because that's how those frickin' bastards work. They're bullshit. And again, why did the Koopa Troopa turn around? Why did he just turn around for no goddamn reason? It wasn't like he hit a wall or anything. He just turned around. Goddamn rogue Koopa. I almost said Koopa. Why? Why is my tongue being twisted in so many ways I can't even count? And I jumped on that goddamn Goomba, and yet it still killed me anyway. I knew that was going to kill me too. Why do I even bother? Yeah. I think what's happening is I'm jumping too soon, like just a frickin' millisecond too soon. That's why I'm not able to make that jump. Even though it seems like I should be able to make that jump every time, no matter what. But, no. Apparently it's a 50-50 crapshoot. I feel as though it's faster just to reload my save state every time I die here, as opposed to just going through the death animation. Fuck you. Okay. I'm not going to resort to creating a save state just before the frickin' final pipe. I'm not doing that. That's too cheap. I wish I could wall jump like all the other top runners can do. That would be so much freaking easier. But no. You can't do that in this game. I mean, you can, but it's really damn difficult to do. It's frame perfect. And you have to do it on a certain pixel. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay. Okay. Let's not get burnt like a goddamn idiot again. Please. Okay. Why? Why does that always happen? Like he throws a freaking perfect line of hammers that I can't get past. It's like the only way to kill him is to come in here with a fireball, make it all the way to the end without taking a single goddamn hit, and then freaking murder Bowser with fireballs. It seems like that's the only way. But I can't do that now. That's not possible. Not unless I go through 1-1, get the power up I need, and then maintain it until the very end, which is a lot easier said than done. Seriously, I am getting so sick of getting through the same goddamn crap. I just want to respawn in the same room as the damn Hammer Brother. But no, I'm not... I refuse to do that. That's what I'm saying. I just refuse to do that. That's just, too cheap. I know I'll eventually get past it. It's just gonna take quite a lot of frickin' time. Ha! Well, you know, I triggered the wrong warp. Who knew? I guess it wasn't as difficult as I was making it out to be. Who knew? Okay. Okay, I clearly kicked that fucker in the face. And yet, he still kills me anyway. Okay. I knew it. I mean, if I would have continued onward to the right, then I would have been killed by the next paratrooper. There was no other option. I was basically done for, no matter what. And why is it that the frickin' paratroopers always find a way to kill me every goddamn time I get to them? Okay, again with the bullshit. Why did he turn around after I clearly jumped on his head? Why did he turn around? It's like he turned in the opposite direction and then started heading back towards me, again, with no chance to react. Didn't want to jump backwards because I probably would have threw myself in the damn lava. And again, why is it that my damn input keeps getting goddamn dropped? I'm hitting the button, yet it's not freaking working. Seriously, screw those damn paratroopers. And screw the damn Hammer Brother, too. Are you fucking kidding me? That should have been a kill. How did that kill me? Was it because I wasn't in the air and I was standing? I don't get this game, I swear to God. Okay. That works. You know what? I may just have to say screw it and just create a save state just before the goddamn Hammer Brother. Because I can't seem to get past him no matter how hard I goddamn try. I'll probably put it in the second slot though. That way I'm not overwriting the first one. It has literally gotten to that point where I have to do the cheapest goddamn thing in order to get past a goddamn obstacle. Wow. It just goes to show how much I suck at this game. Okay. Go again. That works. I still find it funny how easy it is to trigger that wrong warp. It's like you have to essentially scroll the screen far enough to the point where the lava is fully crossing the pit, and yet not so far that the previous pipe is off screen. Okay, how do people get past this bastard? And are able to do it on a consistent basis while also maintaining their momentum. And don't get killed by frickin' fireballs while trying to jump over the damn Hammer Brother and make it to Bowser. He always kills me no matter what I goddamn do. Ugh, Christ almighty. And we're back to this crap again. Just never ends. I don't know if I should try running underneath a Bowser or if I should just say screw it. Because it seems like I won't be able to make it underneath of them in time. And again, with the dropped inputs, that's bullshit. The RNG on Bowser is ridiculous. It's like sometimes he'll jump in the air as high as the goddamn frickin' stratosphere, and other times he'll stay on the ground. I just don't know what to do here. I guess I just gotta keep going until I get lucky. There we go! Jesus Christ on a goddamn bicycle! That was Super Mario Brothers, pretty much. Oh my god. I apologize that I had to resort to such cheap-ass tactics. But what can you do? Okay, so I believe in order to select a world, you just return to the title screen after pushing the B button, and just push B to select any world that you desire, from 1 all the way to 8. Okay, there's a couple of things left to show off here. First off, I'm going to go to 4-1. The reason why I'm doing this is quite simple. There's one more warp zone that I've left to show off here. And that warp zone is located in 4-2. Technically speaking, we've been over there already. However, I've only seen the first warp zone taken at the very end of the stage, which takes you to World 5. And thank you for the GGs, man. Highly appreciate it. So, in order to access this next warp, outside of glitches, is upon entering 4-2. First off, we need to grab a mushroom here. I would prefer to have a fire flower, but whatever. Also, whenever you start a new game or New Game Plus, all the Goombas are replaced with Buzzy Beetles. Okay. This is going to be really damn tricky. Pull this off. It's like you gotta do like a running crouch jump, because if you break the wrong blocks at the wrong place, you won't be able to access the vine here. There we go, finally. And with this vine, we can just take it all the way over here, and we get access to the next warp zone. With this, we can go to World 6, 7, or 8. Okay. Alright, and with that, there's one last thing I would like to try to show off here before we call it a day. The last thing I'm going to show off is the Minus World. In order to access Minus World, what we need to do is navigate our way all the way to level 1-2. Once we get over there, then we'll need to make it all the way to the end of the level. Also, that was bullshit. Okay. Now we just gotta grab a frickin' mushroom and hold on to it until the very end of the stage. Afterwards, it's gonna be fun. This should be pretty easy to hold on to this till the very end. Or I can just completely screw myself over. Screw this. Why do I always get hit at the worst possible moments, like just after I grab a power-up? Every time. I swear to God. I'm surprised I didn't hit myself again there. Alright. Let's head on over. this last trick here can be pretty damn difficult to pull off. Okay, so basically what you have to do here is like stand on the very edge of the pipe, jump backwards, and eventually you'll just phase right through the wall. Like that. So, in we go. Welcome to Minus World, aka Purgatory. So essentially what this is essentially World 2-1, I believe. No, not 2-1, but 2-2 on repeat forever and ever. So once we complete this water section, if we can make it to the end, without, of course, dying, upon reaching the end pipe, you'll soon see why this level is so infamous. Oh my god. Seriously? Of course, I got gang raped by frickin' bloopers. Right at the very end of the level, too. I guess that's why you should approach some parts of this level from the bottom rather than the top. The problem is, sometimes the cheap RNG is so freaking bad, it's not even funny. And as you can see, despite us clearly entering the pipe, the level now repeats infinitely. And the only way to get out of this is to run out of lives and die. Run out of lives and get a game over. Okay, that took a while, but there we go. And that is Super Mario Bros., the first game in the NES series. Honestly, this game is fun, yeah, but damn it, can it be hard as goddamn nails. This is truly one of those games that has stood the test of time. It may not be the best game on the planet by far, but it was revolutionary for its time. This, along with Rob the Robot, revitalized the video game industry and brought it back from the dead after the video game crash of 1983. And let me tell you, this game, it may be short, it may be primitive, but it's still fun to play. And I highly recommend you get this game. And it's pretty easy to get your hands on, too. The NES cartridge of the game is really common, along with the Super Mario Bros. Plus Duck Hunt combo on the NES. Very, very common. They were like so mass-produced, you can build a Great Wall of China with those things. You also have access to the game on the Wii U Virtual Console. And if you are paying for Nintendo Switch Online, then you have access to the game right here. So, that's one way you can play the game too. You can also search for it on the internet too. Google's your friend, by the way. And play it that way. And get the flawless experience. Just saying, there's so many ways to play through Super Mario Bros. Both officially and unofficially that it's not even funny. But anywho, that's the game. We're done with the first Super Mario Bros. And I'm done here for today. I have been going on for about 2 hours and 45 minutes up to this point. But even so, that's it. I'm done. This is General Snivy with the NES Super Mario Bros. Playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. The next time we return to the NES Nintendo Switch Online app, we will be starting our playthrough of Super Mario Bros. 2. And let me tell you, this game right here is one I've seen a few playthroughs done of the game, but I've never actually played through the game myself. So it's kind of a semi-blind playthrough, but not really. Regardless, I hope you're all looking forward to watching me suffer as I try to get through Super Mario Bros. 2 in the next session. And hopefully, I'll be able to do that soon. I'm planning on streaming tomorrow as opposed to Monday. And the reason for that is because Monday, Mom and I have plans then. So I'm going to try to stream tomorrow and see what I can do there. Thank you all once again so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time for more Super Mario Brothers fun. See you all then.